Okay, so first off, when you click the link, you will either click the link for multiple slides or single slide, or both, whichever one you want. So when you click the link, you are going to come to a page that looks like this, and when you do, just click Make a Copy, and then that way you'll have your own copy for your class or for your one student or however many you're making it for. So this is the multiple slides version. And the purpose for the multiple slides version is so that your whole class can be working using this same link, and each student would just click on their own slide, and it would all be on this same link, which would make it easier, for grading or whatever. So you also have a version that's the single slide. So if you click on the version that's the single slide, you will only have one slide. So if you wanted to only give it to one student, you could do that. Or you could give each student their own copy, and they could each just have their own copy. But I like working with the multiple slides so that each student can get they're all working on the same link. And I just tell them, okay, you're going to click on slide 2, and that's your slide, or slide 3, 4, 5, whatever. I have instructions. That the first slide is instructions, so you could read them the instructions, or they might be able to read them themselves. So the first thing on the instructions is for them to put their name. So all they need to do is just click, and the text box comes up, so they can just click, their name right there, and they'll have their name. Hopefully they'll know to capitalize their name. And then the next thing they'll do is each ice cream cone represents one of the types of sentences: statement, command, question, exclamation. And then they have sentences up here to choose from, or to drag and drop. And they'll read the sentence and then decide what type of sentence it is. Like, I like vanilla ice cream. That's a statement. So they could grab it and drag it to the statement. Do you like ice cream? That's a question, so they would just drag it over here to the question. The ice cream melted, so they could just drag it over here to the exclamation. So there's actually going to be 2 sentences for every sentence type. So do not drop the ice cream. That would be a command. So they would just keep doing that. And like I said, there's 2 sentences each. Each for the multiple slides. Each student could get their own slide. And then, of course, you also have the single version. Now, let's say I have 20 slides here, in case you have 20 students in your class. But what if you have more? Well, since this is your own copy, you can add. So you would just click on this last slide, and then right click, and this will come up, and you would just say duplicate slide, and then you have another slide. And then you can do that as many times as you need. So anyway, it's a little digital game that could help you check your kids on sentences.